What was Heritage Day before? On the 24th of September, millions of South Africans will be commemorating National Heritage Day, which is also called National Braai Day. But there's so much more to this culturally significant day than just a good piece of meat and a cold beer. You see, it's also rooted firmly in the history and the traditions of KZN. I'm from KZN and that makes me smile. But let's just take one step back. What is heritage in real simple terms? Heritage is something that is handed down from the past as a tradition, as an honor, as pride, as courage. Think about what you do in your home that has been handed down from generations to come or from generations before. So here's why Heritage Day is on the 24th of September. Prior to 1994, the day was commemorated in KZN, as mentioned, as Shaka Day. And this particular day was set aside really just to acknowledge the Zulu leader, which is King Shaka Zulu. In 1995, when the 24th of September was omitted from the proposed public holidays bill before Parliament, guess what happened? The Inkatha Freedom Party was like, hey, hold up, what you doing? No, I'm just kidding. They objected to the omission. And what we find is that in the address marking Heritage Day in 1996, the late former state president, President Nelson Mandela, said, when our first democratically elected government decided to make Heritage Day one of our national days, we did so because we knew that our rich and varied cultural heritage has a profound power to help build out our new nation. And for me, those are words that really just make me smile, because a whole day set out aside, not just acknowledging a person, but acknowledging the nation. And here's an interesting fun fact that I had learned. Why is Heritage Day called National Braai Day? You see, according to the South African History Online, the aim is to have all South Africans celebrate their common roots by having a braai on Heritage Day. I recall not so long ago when people were up in arms about, hey, how can you make heritage about a braai? But you know what? That's the perspective that I learned or that I read up right. And I really just want to delve into this. It helps us examine our history and traditions and enables us to develop a real awareness about ourselves. This is the importance of heritage that way. It really helps explain who we are, because heritage is a keystone of our culture that plays an important role in our politics, our society, our business, and really just the world view. But let's just take it down to the family unit. Heritage in the family unit is what really just gets me very excited, because I just think to myself, what traditions will I create in my home for my kids to carry down? Will I be able to carry the complexities of who I am, where I come from, what makes a colored person colored, what makes a black person black, what makes a white person white? Will I be taking those things into it? You see, in my household, we are a merry mix. So I'm a so-called colored chick married to a black guy. So there's the different cultural traits that we have that we bring together. And I wonder, what will you be bringing home for your kids on this National Heritage Day? I want to hear from you. Drop in the comments below. What are the traditions in your home that you want your kids to take from one generation to another generation? People will always have conflicts. People will always say, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't want this to happen. But you know what? In this time that we've survived through this pandemic called COVID-19, when we were hashtagging 2020, we were not thinking that there's going to be something called a global lockdown. We were not thinking of the national lockdown. We were not thinking of 21 days, nothing was going to be actually happening in South Africa and worldwide on different lockdown levels. So I want to encourage you today, that when you look at what was celebrated before, yes, we acknowledge the Zulu king, which was King Shaka Zulu, but when we brought it into the side, and in our democracy, when former President Nelson Mandela said, let's put this day together and remember who we are and remember the culture in which we all can just celebrate by means of what is so South African, which is by means of a braai. So if it's not a braai for you, hey, put a potjie course together. If it's not a potjie course to you, put a spit braai together. Whatever you do, I want to encourage you on this National Heritage Day. Celebrate family, celebrate you, and more importantly, celebrate the people that are to come in our future that will be holding up the banner high about the heritage that we have created. This is Genevieve Stafford-Jack, and on my channel, I talk about all things property investing, entrepreneurship, and life hacks. And today, I'm just bringing something slightly different to you. I'm putting to you, what is heritage? What is that simple thing that your household can carry down for generations to come? Have a blessed Heritage Day.